angry, Aussie. 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 Angry, Aussie. 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 Angry.
Hello, it's Friday night, which would normally be big party night, be little party night tonight. I don't want to overdo it because I want to be alive and kicking for election night. Just looking at these pictures. Yeah, that's one's better. Just emailing myself a picture. Do that. Right. Easy peasy. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Hello, Heine. Hello, Maria. I'm thinking I'm not quite recognizing that screen name. You're talking about the election. I mean, God, close used to be a wish. Now, I am so hesitant to be hopeful. It's really just like, damn. It's tough, is what I'm saying. It's tough to know what's going to happen, and I don't want to get too friggin' enthusiastic about it, just in case it doesn't happen. God, I was all geared up to do something video-wise, and realize I don't have... don't have stuff written down about it. So, what was this bloody... oh, it was the August. Man, that seems like it's a long way back. Okay, so 400 mils of spirit. Sweet vermouth. So I used... oh man, I should have gone and looked, because I did record pouring it. I think I used rum, pineapple amaro, sweet vermouth. What liqueur did I use? That I don't remember. Need to go and look. Man, I might excuse myself for a minute to go and check that, because it's kind of silly that I didn't commit it to memory, but pretty simple. 400 mils of rum, 100 mils of pineapple amaro, 100 mils of sweet vermouth, 100 mils of a liqueur, and then the jar of fig jam. Famously, an acronym for fuck, I'm good, just ask me. Oh dear, what do we got going on here? Okay, no new messages on the Discord. You just watched Trail Review, a team first-person shooter game. Ark Raiders, was it entertaining? Did it look like a game you would want to play? Or if it's a team game, maybe is it a game you would like to watch other people play? I'm not averse to watching Twitch streamers game if they make it interesting, if they're interesting people. Looks cool. Nice. It's a very competitive field, the team shooter games. There's so many of them. And of course, so many of them you don't have to pay to just play them. They're trying to convince you to spend extra on some add-ons, skins and whatnot. Yeah, you'd watch it on Twitch again? Okay, that's a pretty good recommendation. If it's entertaining enough to watch other people play it, that's a pretty good sign. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little banner up. So I've got to go out for like about a minute. Oh, shit. Sorry, just going through the old banners that I never took off. There's this one. That will be forever accurate unless the poltergeist AIDS appears. Ooh. Oh God, I haven't put chickens in charge for a long time. I put some music on. It's a whole thing. You might have watched Boss Level. Okay. Oh, guns wear out. Yeah, that's always a treat if your weapons only last a limited amount of time. There's a whole bunch of games that do that. So you got to make choices all the time about what you use and what you keep, what you dump. And if you use an overpowered weapon too soon and then you don't have it when you need it. Or I might just put Tom Kitten in charge and put some music on. Where's our lo-fi beats? Where's Tom Kitten? He's over here. Tom Kitten, crucified for your sins. Okay. All right, I'm back. I just had to check something. So, Marie, you've watched BioShock walkthroughs. That's old school. Why did my banner not go away when I thought? There we go. Hello, Home for the Elderly. Boss Level. That's right, the Frank Grillo movie. That for games for movies that do that sort of thing, that are kind of either directly or tongue-in-cheekly referring video games, that one was actually pretty good. I've not really done walkthroughs. Really, the only game, like if I watch people on Twitch, they're usually competitive gaming. I guess, okay, to correct, I've never watched a walkthrough like from beginning to end or anything. I've watched people play for a bit. It's normally people playing team games that I watch, or role playing, like Red Dead Redemption. And I would go on YouTube quite a lot looking for tips and tricks for games. Not so much walkthroughs, but tips and tricks. Because I want tips and tricks. How to find particular things. Yes, it's a Groundhog movie as well. Yes. It's referencing video games. It's living the same day over and over. I mean, Frank Grillo is usually pretty good, basically. Oh, God damn it. It's got too much pith. Oh, it appears that's all the pith I'm taking tonight. Fair enough, not really taking the pith a lot. Yes, I'm going to milk that silly joke for all it's worth. I'm just taking the pith. Wait, okay. This needs some of its blocked pores cleaned. It looks unattractive. Can I get that? I'm trying to give this orange peel a facial. Oh, you've got some blocked pores there. Let's get those blackheads out. Oh, I haven't seen that. I saw a trailer for it. What's that one called again with the werewolves? Oh, and apropos of nothing, just talking about watching things, I note that Plex is going to start charging to let you see media on someone else's Plex server. There you go. I cleaned it. Oh, see, now I'm getting obsessive. It's going, oh, that edge is rough. I could use this peeler to smooth the edge. That's something I want to do. That's something I'm doing. I'm committed to it now. Plex started on they started the charging thing on the 20. It does. Oh, so are you paying? So people, because that was the other thing I saw, that it was like, or the server can have a particular license. Lifetime Plex Pass holder. Nice. All right. All right. I've smoothed the edges. I'm just doing weird little obsessive things. All right. All right. I am going to quickly make a video because then I get to try my fig jam cocktail, which I decanted a little bit earlier this evening. It's in a jar for a week and then was in a barrel for a week. And now I want to taste it, but I'm going to make a video of tasting it. So you bought it 2 years ago, blessing in disguise. Is this like the lag here between you and me? A lot shorter? Well, that's a plus. It really varies. And of course, there's a dozen things that could be causing that. All right, you know what? I'm a special boy. I deserve a cherry as well. Might as well skewer one. Get ready. Okay, they're playing hard to get. I'll try once more. All right. What I have to do, I have to drain out some of the syrup. Well, I've got my previous jar here. Got a little bit of syrup. I'm going to pour a bit more syrup in it. Syrup. Okay, now stabby. Oh yeah, that should be easier. Pa-pow! Okay, got you. Pretty shit skewering. I'll have to do it again. Here we go. All right. Man, that syrup's yummy. Don't want it to overwhelm my taste buds, though. Got to taste it. Although I think this cocktail's gonna. It was a little bit syrupy when I was straining it. Doesn't look that syrupy now, but I'm going to pour it over ice. Yes, Justin, happy election eve. I'm just going to quickly make a video tasting this. Okay, so we want the glass. Okay, let's get this happening. Got that ready. Really just want to pour it in the glass, slow and sexy. God, I'm trying not to obsessively think about the election because, like, all signs point to a good result. But do good things happen in the world anymore? Like, it's not impossible we get a Dutton Prime Minister. It's just very unlikely, but it's not impossible. Maybe I won't curse Albanese till my dying day. Okay. Okay, and a light. Let there be light. Guitars. Let there be rock. Do. Take my little bottle around here. And we are ready to go. All right, syrup on the shirt. Dang it. All right. That's simple. Ooh. All right. I got to take a picture of the fig jam. Wait, does it look better this way? It looks better this way. All right, let's do that. Where's my phone? All right. All right. Now, turn this one around here. Getting ready. Get ready. Because here I come now. Never met a man who made me feel the way that you do. It's all right. Oops, that is completely off kilter. Come on, let's do this. Look out, baby, because here I come. Okay. G'day, cocktail lovers. Did I turn that on? I did, Jesus. G'day, cocktail lovers. A few weeks ago, I made a batch cocktail that was called an August or an Auguste. It was created by the bar manager at a place in London called Henri. And it was interesting because you use a whole jar of jam in it. And it was the jar of jam and bourbon and a bittersweet aperitivo, sweet vermouth, a strawberry liqueur. And I think that's everything. You put all those ingredients in a jar and leave it for a week, giving it a shake every day or so, just to make sure it's all going in there, and then strain out the jam. I took it one step further, and after having it in the jar for a week, and I strained out the jam, then I put the cocktail in one of my little barrels for a week, just to see if it'd pick up a bit more flavor and really have all those flavors integrated. And it turned out very nice, maybe a little sweet, but that's easily fixed with a dash or two of bitters. It was very popular in my household and it's all gone now. I decided to make another one, but I wanted to change it up. So I arbitrarily went, let's go with rum for the spirit. And when I was thinking of a bittersweet aperitivo, it's like, I've got the perfect thing. I have a pineapple Amaro that will go really well with the rum. And for the liqueur, I used a Tangelo Cello that was made by Steve the Bartender's distillery. And it's really nice. It's somewhere between like a Cointreau and a Limoncello. It's quite interesting. It's pretty simple to make. You get a jar, you empty in a jar of jam, fig jam in this. Oh, one sec. I also wanted to change things up with the jam, and I arbitrarily got fig jam, not least because it's a silly joke. There was a song of this in Australia a few years ago, Fig Jam. It's an acronym for fuck, I'm good, just ask me. So this is the fig jam cocktail. It's pretty simple to make. You've got a big jar. I had a 1 liter jar, emptied in like a 375 gram jar of fig jam in this case. Then I added 400 mils of the rum, 100 mils of sweet vermouth, 100 mils of pineapple Amaro, 100 mils of Tangelo, 100 mils of Tangelo Cello. Then I just sealed up the jar and like I said, leave it for a week. Shake it once or twice a day to get it all mixed in. And after that, I poured it into my barrel, left it for another week, and I've just decanted it. All that's left is to pour it over a big chunk of sexy clear ice. It's not that clear a drink, so you're not getting the full benefit of the ice, but whatever. And I'm going with my favorite garnishes, a twist of orange peel and a maraschino cherry on a skewer. Definitely not getting the full benefit of the clear ice, but it should be nicely chilled, and I'm quite keen to taste this one. Oh, I think this is better than the first one. It's not as sweet, although it's quite sweet. Give it a little stir. One more taste. This has come together really well. I'm going to try some bitters. I have Bitterman's Tiki Bitters. I'm just going to put one dash in. We'll give it a little bit of a stir. The Tiki Bitters has quite a strong flavour, so I'm just going with one dash. Ooh, yeah, I think that's actually improved it. Oh, this is awesome. This is a really sweet drink. I'm thinking that maybe something else to dilute it. This would possibly be very good as a highball topped with soda. I might try it that way another time. But if you like sweet cocktails, this is delicious. This is so tasty. I really like this. And I think you'll like it too. And this has worked as well. I'm definitely going to do another jam-based batch cocktail. Probably be a couple of weeks down the line when I finish this one. I'll make another. And who knows what will go in that. In secret, I've got a pretty solid idea of what I'll do, but I'll keep it a secret and I'll reveal it somewhere down the line. So you got to come back and see me to find out what the next jam cocktail is. Tonight, I'm just going out with fig jam. Just ask me. And I'll also say, I want you to look after yourself so you can come back and see what the next cocktails are. I'm always doing something new. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm enjoying this. And until I do see you again, I'll say cheers. All right, this is super fucking tasty. Maybe not as sweet as the last one, which is a good thing. Okay, let's get settled. And I'll put some thought into. So it's interesting, there's some residue in this, I think. I fine-strained it. But there's still maybe some fig residue in there. Oh, wait. What with the cherry jar? I may or may not make another short video tonight. We'll see what mood I'm in. All right. What have I missed? Redfoot, your sleep schedule's messing with you? Good to see you as well. I'm just easing in. Got my batch cocktail, fig jam. Jesus, that is pretty fucking good, quite honestly. I think it is better than the first one. Oh, that pineapple Amaro. Fucking good. Damn, Daniel. Well, that is good. I am liking that. So I like to be on a winner. That's a definite it's worth doing, and it's worth doing thing. What did I have for dinner? I had an extended lunch. I made a pizza, had half of it for lunch, and then at various times in the afternoon, I had another slice of it till I didn't have any left. So I didn't want to have a big dinner. I had some fancy cheese and bread, basically. Madam Butterfly getting ready for work. Hope your boss isn't going to be there. Going to break all the rules. Whoa! Redfoot sounds great. Told your mum about it. She'll wake up. Oh my God. Based on some polls. Oh my God. Like the best case scenario is an absolute fucking humiliation of the Liberal Party. It's possible. Oh, I would love it so much if we did that. Like, and it's just because they went with that nuts far right shit, and a significant majority of Australians don't want that. So when they're given a choice, an independent, someone who's been like a lifelong Liberal but just went, no, they've gone insane, they go for it. Not so much a second lunch, it was just extended. Schnitzelburger for lunch, winning with extra schnitzel. Nice. Oh, yeah. Oof, polls. Yeah, no, absolutely. The nightmare of Morrison winning an election. Dutton would be worse, but Morrison winning that election was pretty fucking bad. Oh, yeah, there was a Trump consultant claiming they consulted with the Liberal Party in the early days, which the Liberal Party basically denied. Did you see it got up to 40%? And all the indicators were a lot of people were going to pre-vote. So 40%, that's like 8 million people. Damn. Oh my God. That doesn't taste like alcohol. It just tastes fucking awesome. Yeah, I've seen a few things suggesting one of the worst ever results for the Liberal Party. What, $20 fine for not voting? Oh, it's stupid easy to get out of it, though. You just respond when they say, why didn't you vote? You go, oh, because X, Y, Z. And they're like, okay. Like, they don't go for doctor certificates or anything. Like this one, you just go, I tested positive for COVID. They go, you have a doctor certificate? No, I had an at-home test and it said positive. So a lot of old people in my electorate, so I stayed home. So bigger fines in Victoria for state and council elections. Okay. Sorry, Redfoot, what are you making? Are you making a drinky? You know what? I think let me get mineral water. I really want to try this with bubbles. I think it'll be good. Okay. Ooh, should I get an orange? Because that's got a really sort of orangey. Okay, excuse me. I might get a different mineral water to go with this. I'm just going to go out my array of mineral waters and pick one that I think suits it best. I'll just be a minute. I won't put anything up. Oh, look, Tom Coffee good. I was sitting on Tom Kitten. All right. I got a vibe. Where's this little bottle? All right. Maria drinking pink Beefeater as shots. Go hard. Get some stuff and make that hobo liqueur using vodka and Jolly Ranchers. I mean, yeah, anything sort of rock candy dissolves in spirits can be very yummy. There's that guy, Ryan Doka. He has really successful YouTube and TikToks of just putting something in alcohol for a week or until something interesting happens. They're mostly pretty unsophisticated in that you're putting sugar in a spirit. So, of course, in the majority of cases, that's going to taste good. But he got creative, like the one Megaleech tipped me off about. Tinned peaches in absinthe is really fucking good. Yes, the Finns do like to drink things straight up. Yeah, that would work. You were too drunk, weren't sober enough to vote. Nice. French martini for Soph, gin and tonic for yourself. Nice. And DoorDash pasta on its way. How good is that? Okay, so now I've got a bubbly fig jam. That is really good. And it doesn't taste like alcohol at all. American absinthe isn't real. Depends what they do. I mean, I was getting in this argument with these Italian wankers on my channel because I have this bright blue absinthe. It's made in Spain. And it's just a little gimmick they do. They color code their absinthes to reflect the alcohol content. And there were only 2 places in the world that kept making absinthe in the 20th century when it was banned almost everywhere. Spain was one of them. So this is quite good quality absinthe. It's really nice. It's really tasty, but it's like I said, they've got this gimmick where they color code it. So fucking wankers who think they know everything just going, no, that's artificial. That's not real absinthe. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're just betraying your ignorance, you obnoxious prick. Wormwood or thujone is one of the core botanicals that's in absinthe. But you can get creative and put a whole bunch of other things. So you want that licorice flavor, which is the wormwood does that. It's like super high doses of wormwood are poison. All the hype about absinthe is bullshit hype. That's what the color, they look good. It's a gimmick. It's fun. But I semi-regularly get this colossal wankers come on and just go like, duh, that's not real. Okay, you literally don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what this absinthe is. You're just having your little knickers in a knot because of the artificial color they put on. Oh God, I've got... Sorry, I'm going to have to go out. I spilled cherry juice down the front of my shirt. It's really sticky. Yeah, no, almost everywhere in the world banned absinthe for most of the 20th century because of some absolutely bullshit stories. Absinthe is basically no more dangerous than any other alcohol. Yeah, it tends to be high proof. And I'm not going to change shirts. I'm a vampire. It's not cherry juice. It's just sticky. I'll just come back with a wet shirt, basically. I'm going to leave it because it's a white shirt. It'll stain it. God, sorry. I'm going to disappear for a minute again and try and clean this cherry juice syrup off my shirt. I mean, I guess I could have just changed shirts, put another shirt on, and had a 2-shirt night. I know. I'm really walking away heaps of times. Anyway. Sleep tip makes your sense of humor wonky. I think you're fine. Don't worry about it. Brought to you by 10 adult diapers. Yeah. Then I wouldn't have to leave the stream after that. I tell you what, that fig jam is really funky with mineral water. I am wearing my PJ pants. About 5 or 6 o'clock, I just get rid of shoes and socks and pants, put on jammy pants and slippers. Ice, yes, gonna make sure I have some. I actually have a lot of ice in here, particularly if I don't make. I might make another cocktail video. My motivation to make another cocktail video is actually quite low, but I don't know. You never know. I just keep going for a while and see what happens. It's a crazy, crazy world. Yeah, make some yummy cocktails. Well, this one is a fucking winner. Oh my God, it is really good. So I guess like with soda water, let's see, if I split it 50-50 with soda water, that's bringing down the alcohol content to, I don't know, about 15%. Doesn't taste like alcohol at all. It's got really nice flavor. Still haven't done Mexis tea. I don't have the energy to do it tonight, but I keep thinking I'm like so far ahead with the cocktail videos. I could just move them about and whatnot. Keep thinking, make it sometime this month, make Mexis tea and post it before the 4th of July. Make it a 4th of July drink. Oh my God. The, I can't feel my face video where I was already Tim Smithed before I made it. Incidentally, that's the video when I ended up fighting. It's the second time these fucking pricks. There are some Italian mob who've declared themselves the University of Absinthe, and it's the second time I've had one of them talking shit on my channel, and I just tell them to fuck off, and you know, your mother never loved you and you have no friends. It's just like, yeah, dude, if I want advice on a dysfunctional government or organized crime, I might ask an Italian. Absinthe, not so much. Just because you fucking wankers are self-proclaimed experts, absinthe is not an Italian drink. You can go fuck yourself. I think it's about as legit as a Trump uni. We're getting the drink emojis. Nice one, Redfoot. But yeah, I'm just like, fuck off, you wanker. No one fucking cares that you're obsessing that you are the one true voice. Just go fuck yourself. And they get very perturbed when you don't bow down to their will. It's just like, dude, you ain't shit. Like, you self-proclaimed expert. No one fucking cares. Oh, I saw that on the Discord. A Better Tomorrow? That's one of the really good ones. Good old Chow Yun Fat. Hey, Roxy, how are you doing? We are on the eve of Democracy Sausage Day. This is a true thing. I'm hoping the local school where we're going to vote tomorrow has democracy sausages. I don't think they did at the last, would have been a state election. I am doing fairly well, Roxy. Thank you. I made a batch cocktail where you mix a bunch of spirits with jam, like a jar of jam, and let it sit for a while. And I just decanted it, and I'm after letting it sit for like 2 weeks, I'm tasting it for the first time, and it's really good. I know they should. Why would there not be sausages? Even just as a fundraiser for the school, there's a website that says where's there's democracy sausages. Nice. You haven't voted on election day since the 90s. We had a whole conversation. Oh, you just want to early vote, and for whatever reason, it's like let's go to the polling place on the day. Go to Bunnings to get a sausage. Nice. Nice. Love it. I meant to everyone. Okay, so Steve the Bartender, the top cocktail channel in Australia by a long way in terms of subscribers and whatnot. Also, just great guy, very good channel. He, in his newsletter, like I'm subscribed to his newsletter, they said like, oh, there's this cocktail subscription service. It's going to be really good and use and promote Australian spirits. And I thought, fuck yeah, I'll sign up for that. You know, if you get approached by a crazy Christian church, never knew they existed before this week. Been around for, there's been a lot of crazy Christian churches for a lot of years. That's true. Anyway, so when you sign up, there's two things. It's like you get a cocktail kit, and it was a really high quality kit. And then you get, you nominate each month. They're like, oh, it's this pack for this cocktail. And, you know, you'll get the spirit and the modifier for it. Oh, yeah, the Brethren, they fucking suck. They're scum. Anyway, so I want to point out first, it came in this box. It's called Elix Elite, as in elite elixirs. This is their cocktail kit. You see the thing here that looks like nutritional information. This is the nutrition facts of Electrolyte. % lifetime values. It's like lame parties, 0%. Waiting for drinks, 0%. Watered down drinks, 0%. Social lubricant, 100%. Value for money, 100%. Premium ingredients, 100%. Rip-offs, 0%. Knowledge, 100%. Masterclasses, 100%. Experimentation, 100%. Besides the kits, you also sign up for this website where they are going to do tutorials and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's like side effects may include, but are not limited to, epic quests for snacks, mastery of all languages, accuracy not guaranteed, elaborate plans to solve the world problems, time blindness, comedic genius, social butterfly syndrome, also known as A-grey legend disease, supreme storytelling for unknown lengths of time, may contain traces of deep conversations until 3 a.m. In case of abundance, share with loved ones immediately. Fun. I know they're having a lot of fun. So, yes, which is the Brethren are fucked up. I think they've killed people. But, okay, so the kit is really nice. I'm not sure how much this turns out, but we got the Boston Shaker, and it's the anodized coated metal. It's just this subtle sort of black sheen on the thing. Really, really nice shakers. A julep strainer, which I've never had, and now I've got a classy anodized coated julep strainer. A bunch of speed pourers, which I maybe should use. A little mini Hawthorne strainer. I have a bigger Hawthorne strainer. I'll probably keep using that. Keep this in reserve. The cocktail spoon is better than my cocktail spoon. And again, it's got the anodized coating on it. And a muddler. Everything's a sex toy if you're brave enough. Oh, and a big fine strainer, which will be really handy as well. Also anodized. So it's a really cool kit. Oh, and there was a jigger as well, which is actually over there. I've been using the jigger. Yeah. Okay. So the two main sorts of strainers that you use. Well, I guess there's three main strainers: a sieve for fine straining. These ones with the spring around them, which come in slightly different shapes. This is a hawthorn strainer, and this is a julep strainer. This was supposedly to protect the mustache of gentlemen at the Kentucky Derby who were drinking mint juleps. You'd leave this in the glass and they drink it so because you have a bunch of crushed ice in a mint julep traditionally, and this was to stop it coming up in the gentleman's mustache. That was the folklore anyway. So that's the kit, which is really nice. I think for cocktail videos, I'm still going to use the glass because it looks nice when I pour it in slow-mo. But for parties, I would use this anodized shaker. Looks fucking cool. Nice weighted bases. And they've got their logo on the bottom as well, and on the top. So that's nice. And so in terms of the booze they send you, like I said, I've got like credit for 2 months. And the first month was the Charlie Chaplin, which is not a cocktail I particularly like. So I said, I'm going to wait. I forget. They told me what next month was, and it sounds better. But also signing up early got this massive discount, which really makes it worthwhile. So I'll show you. All right, I'll share my screen so you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Are you over 18? Yes, I am. Okay, so yes, I'm over 18. Ordinary people, extraordinary drinks, mixing great cocktails. So they're coming up with stuff. So they're going to give us a cocktail library and use local stuff. Got to be using Australian spirits, etc. They're going to have a video library and a recipe library, which is nice. First box awaits. What's in the box? So you get 2 bottles of booze, sometimes 3, for up to 22 cocktails. Recipe, spirit tasting info cards, exclusive. Curated cocktail components, syrups, powders, and other flavor bombs, which I'm looking forward to. And that's the kit. Oh my God, they've really gone over the top with the website. You highlight things and it brings weighted shakers, strainers, speed pourers, and you get. So normally, okay, they're saying the normal sign up is $440. You sign up now, $260. Which Mrs. Angry did this for my birthday. So apparently for that $260, I get the kit and at least 4 bottles of booze. So pretty frigging good deal, I decided. One day I'm going to make a video where I just screen capture all the Australian distillers where I click no, I'm not over 18 and see where they sent me. Starwood sends you to Bluey. Nice. Is Charlie Chaplin black and white and tastes funny? I like that as an analogy. Oh yeah, like when I get stuff, I'm going to share it, definitely. So yeah. Charlie Chaplin cocktail. Okay. What does Difford say as a Charlie Chaplin? Apricot brandy, sloe gin, lime juice. Don't really like. I think maybe I just don't like apricot brandy very much. Does liquor.com say it's anything different? Sloe gin, apricot, liqueur, and lime juice. This is 3/4 of an ounce. Liquor.com say 1 ounce of each. That's pretty good. You got Bluey PTSD? Oh, so 2 bottles a month. Yeah, but I'm not going to get it every month. Oh, yeah, definitely some sharing. We get some cool stuff. Your daughter said you got to watch the episode of Bluesy. They go camping. Bluey makes friends at a caravan park. Don't mind the show, but there's a lot of Bluey. So he makes a friend at the caravan park who speaks French. Okay. Oh, man, that really lends itself to soda water. I tell you what. At the end, the French dog goes away. Bluey loses his shit. You won't lie, you lost your shit too. Oh, honestly, that sounds like a hoot. So was it Bluey horny for her French friend? Oh, man, that is fucking yum. Sitting there crying at a 5-minute dog cartoon. It's a very emotionally involving cartoon, obviously. Oh my god, that dog episode of Futurama. Holy shit. Damn, if it's just like a funny, silly show, they know how to hit you in the feels. Oh, for me, you know what it is? The fucking end of Iron Giant. Yeah, same effect, but 5 minutes. That's pretty good for a 5-minute episode. Yeah, everyone says Bluey's really well written. And of course, Futurama's a 25-minute thing. Iron Giant's an hour and a half. But my God, the end of it, when the robot says to the kid, I go, you stay, no following, which is a callback to something said earlier. And just when the Giant closes his eyes and says Superman, that just fucking does me in. Redfoot, when Mauler mentions the Space Honey episode of Futurama. Oh, the Wake Up Leela episode. Iron Giant, fucking great movie. On so many levels. Yes. What's funny is like Vin Diesel, like before he did I Am Groot, he did Iron Giant where the robot's just learning to speak rock. Oh, okay. Like nothing compares to Grave of the Fireflies or Barefoot Gen. I put them more or less equal. The trials and tribulations of civilians after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yeah, that's kind of cheating because the actual thing is so horrible. Whereas all the other things are going, these are just fictions and they start off fairly light. But yeah, Grave of the Fireflies or Barefoot Gen, they're just like, oh my God. Those are fucking sucker punches. So fucking intense. Yes. Yeah. It's like, you think you're done crying? No, you're not. In fact, I don't know. Okay. I've never watched Grave of the Fireflies through. I don't know that I'm up to it. I don't know that I can watch Grave of the Fireflies through. Barefoot Gen and the sequel fucking tore me apart. They're just so intense. just the shit gets so dark. Yeah, who knew? You nuke people and you fuck them up. I think I owe it to myself to not watch it. Protect my delicate sensibilities. I am just a delicate hothouse flower. Can I deal with the emotional turmoil of Grave of the Fireflies? My God. You know what even got me in My Neighbor Totoro, which is a lovely, lightweight movie that occasionally has some dark undertones in it. And there's one bit because it's a family and they're moving out in the country. The mum is in hospital. It's never really specified what she's getting treatment for, but it's like really serious, like cancer or something. And the dad's taken his two daughters out to this very remote area. And things like the cat pass is creepy, yeah. But there's a portion where the younger girl has gone missing, and there's genuine fear for, like me as a viewer, there's genuine fear for her life. It's like, are they going to do that? Are they going to go that dark and kill this little girl? And it feels like it's distinctly possible they will. And it's really intense. And hello, Greg, by the way. Oh, that's one I haven't seen when Marnie was here. Totoro is probably my favorite, but they're also good. Howl's Moving Castle. They're just all good. Kiki's Delivery Service. Porco Rosso. I think what's Spirited Away. It's not my favorite, but it's very impressive visually and storyline ways. Jesus. Yeah, great filmmaking, Studio Ghibli. Dude, I've read about that. Minecraft Chicken Jockey became a thing. Some people get quite disruptive and cause chaos in the Minecraft thing. Again, Minecraft, which seemed like it was going to be completely shit and fail miserably, is like by far the most successful game adapted into a movie ever. Arrietty is their version of The Borrowers, yeah? I'm sure I've seen that. Keep confusing Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away. Kiki's Delivery Service is a very cute one you can show little kids. Princess Mononoke is violent. Oh, nice. Sailor Moon, another anime. Nice. Oh, yeah, Ghibli movies are just so good. Oh, I need to see The Wind Rises. That's one I haven't seen. Yes, for those who don't know, Arrietty is a Studio Ghibli adaptation of an English children's book called The Borrowers. There's at least one or two movies of The Borrowers, but Arrietty is basically their adaptation of The Borrowers. Little people who live under the floorboards in a house. Oh my God, that is so good. I really like that. Oh God, what's the Raccoon War? I'm thinking of the really early Studio Ghibli ones. The Raccoon War one is friggin' wild. Now I just feel I need a list of Studio Ghibli films. Earwig and the Witch didn't mind. A lot of people didn't like Ghibli going 3. Oh, it was like Toy Story CGI. Are you trying to remember Arrietty? It's a good one. Just going to get a list of Ghibli movies. Go through them. List of Studio Ghibli works on Wikipedia. Okay. Let's have a look at the Wikipedia list. Okay, Castle in the Sky. I don't remember that clearly. My Neighbor Totoro. God, they did My Neighbor Totoro and Grave of the Fireflies in the same year. That's really fucking me. Then Kiki's Delivery Service. Only Yesterday, I don't think I've seen. Porco Rosso. Pompoko. That's the friggin' Raccoon War one. That's so trippy. Whisper of the Heart, I haven't seen. Princess Mononoke. Oh, I've not fully seen My Neighbor the Yamadas. I've seen bits of it. Spirited Away. The Cat Returns was a fucking trippy one. Howl's Moving Castle. Tales from Earthsea was a bit of a letdown. Ponyo's fucking awesome. The Water Spirit. Arrietty. I haven't seen from Up on Poppy Hill. See, this is where I probably stopped watching them because my kids didn't want to watch them anymore. The Wind Rises, Tale of Princess Kaguya, When Marnie Was There, Red Turtle, Boy and the Heron. Yeah, I hadn't seen them after that. So it's like last one I saw was Arrietty. So I've got a few to watch. Naked Fella, hello. Yes, raccoons using their testicles as weapons. It's very trippy. That's okay, Redfoot, if you need to go quiet. You like the Princess Kaguya one? I haven't seen it. Madam Butterfly got into work, stepped in the door, started lightning, poured down raining. You want the power to go out. Okay. So the prince, yeah, they love doing that. The kick in the guts with those things. I remember watching Ponyo with my kids and the whole water spirits and stuff. And I was explaining to them, there are people in Japan that literally believe this sort of thing, like the spirits, the elemental spirits. It's not just a fantasy kids movie. There are people who genuinely believe this. Arrietty's not that recent, like at 15 years old. Hey, Pat, how are you doing? No idea what movie. Saw Ponyo in college. Ponyo is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's very weird shit. Arrietty was one of the first Blu-rays you bought. There you go. Ooh. All right, stretching the legs out. I just realized I was sitting in an unwise way. Had my legs bent under me. I was going to make my legs sore. So we need to rock and go. Let's fucking go. I'm trying to think. I still got all these little samples. I think I might put them together again. Make another old-fashioned. Or have some more of this batched one and mineral water. Maybe I'll do that second. Mix things up. Oh, no, we love movie talk, man. Absolutely. And I never apologize for dragging the chat into any direction. We like to go in many different directions over the course of an evening. So wherever we go, whatever we do, it's all good in the hood. Oh, God, I'm going to drag it back to booze. Remember, earlier we were talking the other night about Starwood and their ballads. And I think you got in recently for the Botrytis cask one. Well, I'm going to a special event there next Friday. And then I just got the email today like, hey, we're releasing this wacky thing. The only way to get it is to go into a ballot. I don't have to do that because I'm going to this event and I definitely get a bottle before anyone else. And I hopefully get to talk to the Starwood people. and remind our man that we talked once before about shooting a video in the distillery, and then he never replied to my email, and I wasn't that motivated to pursue it. So, yes, but I am looking forward to what the hell is this thing? A blend of distilled wine and distilled, barley mash. So a brandy whiskey mix. And it's very interesting to me because it's a really big risk. Like, oh, we're going to make this thing that's not actually a thing. There's like people don't have anything to sort of hang their hat on with this. They're just going to say, oh, it's just a thing. It's a different thing that no one's ever done. And that's a difficult sell, saying, hey, we've done a thing that no one's ever done. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Why don't you pay us a lot of money for it? Hashtag, I need to stop buying booze. I think I have the moral fortitude to not get the Archie Rose Orange Curacao cask whiskey, even though I really want to. But you can't, dude. Fucking stop. It's not people. It's my favorite thing. Like, and I don't blame anyone who says it when they see that and they've never known a weirdo. You can't even tell. Like, people might go think that's one row, or they might go, well, it looks like it's 2 rows. It's fucking 3 rows of bottles on everything. When people say you must be an alcoholic, it just means they don't know any alcoholics. But I don't hold it against them. It's like normal people don't do that. And then there's everything that's in the forbidden cupboard of mystery as well, as many bottles again, basically. Not as many, actually, but a lot. And it's not about drinking, because I'm buying bottles faster than I drink them. I've just become fucking obsessed with it. Oh, look, that's something that's different and unique. I want it because there's literally only one chance to get it. And I want it. I've got to fucking stop. Okay, I'm going to because I am going to make myself an old-fashioned. Get some sugar syrup. Oh. As the Spice Girls once wisely said, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Tell you what I want, what I really, really, really want. Now, let's see how much whiskey is left in these little sample bottles. Right, let's fucking do this. That's it exactly. Alcoholics do not have collections of alcohol. They have empty bottles. That is the point. Which is why when someone says, you must be an alcoholic, don't hold it against them, but it just means they've never actually known any alcoholics. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a good amount of whiskey for an old-fashioned out of these bottles. Nice. Just about the perfect amount, actually. Whiskey blend. All right. And some bitters. This will do. Old-fashioned bitters from Feed Brothers. Dunzo. All right. Hey, naked fella. Make your way through booze quicker by mixing 3 or 4 rare whiskeys. Yeah, but I just mean the volume of stuff I drink is much lower than the volume of stuff I buy. Takes a bunch of whiskey, put them in barrels. Yeah. So I've got the new make rye spirit and the cheap Ned whiskey, both been in there 2 months. Going to leave them in another month or 2. Interestingly, because I got a new barrel this week and I got the moonshine, aka new make spirit, to put in that. But you got to prime it first. You got to have water in it, let it sit for a couple of days so the wood expands a bit and there's no leaks. So I don't know, it's going to be ready in a week or so to put the new make spirit in. But when I was reading their instructions, they recommend not putting anything in there for more than 6 months, which I found interesting because they're like saying it'll be over oaked at that point. You'll end up not liking what it does to it past there. But like I think 6 months in that little barrel is like 3 or 4 years in a big barrel. But people do whiskeys in barrels for fucking decades. So I was quite intrigued that they said don't put anything in it for more than 6 months. Yes, Naked Fella was making the jokes. Oh, no, not me. I mean, I do whenever I get, and because I have a lot of unique whiskies there. They're not, okay, they're rarer in as much you can't get them anymore, but I didn't pay thousands of dollars for the bottles. Hundreds in some cases, 150 anyway. But, and yeah, hardcore whiskey people would be mortified that I make cocktails with them, but that's just a bit of a hoot to me. Yeah, jokes are great in text form. Mind you, I did, like in your newsletter, I did love your little cartoon about voting. That was very entertaining. Redfoot, your uncle made a bar using a fallen tree. That sounds like a great bar, honestly. Whiskey snobs, well, they would hate me so much. Doing my power moves? Yeah, I swear to God, that's how you'd no, we actually made a household decision to do it on the day. So I'd be able to report tomorrow, doing a live stream tomorrow night, if we meet any candidates. I'm in the same electorate as Naked Fella, Dave, Goldstein. We live in different parts of Goldstein, but we're in the same. Ooh, that's a dark and fierce. These were some good whiskies. The random samples I got from White Possum. Those are some good whiskies. That's like a dark and fierce old fashioned. I swear to God, though, if there's any fucking One Nation or Libertarian or fucking Palmer fuckheads, any of the real assholes, if they try and stick any of their vote things in my face, I am straight up aggressively going to tell them to fuck off. If I had my way, dickhead, you'd be in the gulag. Like, yeah, the Liberal Party people, I just go, no, just go away. Mind you, I'm not going to take cards off anyone. See, do it. They love that. If you tell them to fuck off. I'm not going to yell, but I will definitely quite clearly say fuck off. Well, actually, you know what? I might give them a little break. If they try and shove something at me, I'll just say no. And if they are at all insistent, then I will just switch straight to fuck off. Sorry, I just suddenly thought of the original RoboCop, where the bad guys have Murphy just before they kill him. And when the bad guy says, like, cops don't like me, he goes, you know, buddy, I think you're scum. I say, ooh, stand in a line that says ready to talk about Gaza. Hot damn. No politicians will come near you, but plenty of locals will. Oh, god damn. In our neighborhood, them's fight was, you'll either get someone very strongly on your side or someone who really wants to lose their rag at you. I think I am in a more conservative area of Goldstein than Dave. Even I'm not sure. There's some of both. Okay, yeah, that's what I would have thought. Oof, but yeah, just the number of Tim Wilson signs in my neighborhood. Oof, I think I'm in the deeply conservative bit. So that's maybe going to be cause for a shot tomorrow night. I'm tossing up with. I'm deep in what we call the ghetto. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, there was a Zoe Daniel core flute that someone had slashed up. Like, just seems like the work of a very angry person. Fucking Tim Smith. Oh, right. Sorry. Actual Tim Smith running in your electorate as an independent? That guy's so fucking delusional. He is such a fucking weirdo. Just so out of touch with reality. My fucking God. You know, I want to come to your electorate just on the off chance Tim Smith is at one of the polling booths. And I literally say to him, hey, do you know among my friend group, because you are such garbage, being Tim Smith is being irresponsibly pissed? It's like our measure of you shouldn't be trusted for anything. Once you hit Tim Smith, you're all fucked up, and only a piece of shit would try and do anything. I had not heard that he was running as an independent. Good fucking God. Ugh. What a delusional prick. Like, I remember reading at one point, he seriously thought he was getting back in the Liberal Party. And it's just like, fuck off. Dude, you fuckwit. It's just like, you got drunk and drove and crashed your car into someone's fence. You are despicable. Literally, he probably could have got somewhere with one notion. You hadn't heard he's a cannibal. Well, maybe. Huge if true, is what I'm saying. You know, he's not great. Cannibalism doesn't seem impossible, quite honestly. No, I reckon One Nation would fucking embrace. Well, actually, if One Nation wouldn't take him, you go to Clive Palmer. Clive Palmer has some people who've been jailed for fraud and whatnot. No, but he has a dude who was arrested and was actually convicted on stalking charges. He was outside someone's place and he had like rope, a body bag, a shovel, and it was like, what the fuck? Was that Redfoot? Today was opposite day. You were going to say good luck, Tim. Oh, you reckon it's in his eyes? I'm not going to argue with you. Those eyes have tasted human flesh. There's something not quite human in the eyes, to be honest. There's something very empty behind his eyes. He's not a great person. Not a quality human. He's just no. Just no, Tim. That's all we're saying. Tim? You want to know what we're saying, Tim? We're saying no. Okay. I know I talked about the moonshine, the new make spirit that's going in a barrel in a week or so. And I am going to do a blend, even though some people will be mortified because I have a pure single malt here. This is a blended corn spirit from Western Australia. So this is the sort of spirit that you make a bourbon style whiskey with. So particularly because I've got new oak barrels, if I aged this, I'd be following kind of all the rules of bourbon, except not being in the United States. And this is a peated single malt new make spirit, which of course, leave it in there, and it'd be like a peated whiskey. Not in the legal sense. So what I was thinking of doing, oh no, Home for the Elderly, you're mortified. The precious Western spirit is going to mix with the Eastern spirit. Well, what I was thinking, because, okay, these are 700 mils each. The barrel holds actually about 1.2 liters. They call it a 1 liter barrel, but I think it holds close to 1.2 liters. So if I put both these in, there'd be some left over. I'm thinking, because the fucking new make is 62% ABV, which is pretty fucking fierce. So I'm thinking of doing a blend. Like if I pour all the cane spirit and then top it up with this, I'm going to end up with a whiskey-ish spirit that is about 50% ABV. And I will have some of the peated new make spirit. And I think that would be a fun thing to be able to add to cocktails. Some really high proof peated moonshine, like maybe float it on a cocktail. That's what I'm thinking. Saving a bit of this and just having it for some cocktails to kick them up. Redfoot, I actually think that's what I'll call the whiskey. East Coast meets West Coast. Well, actually, it's Tasmania, which is east, and west. Call it Silk Road whiskey. Even though legally you can't call it whiskey because it hasn't been in a barrel for 3 years, but the aging effect of being in that for 5 or 6 months is the equivalent of 3 or 4 years. So far, if Tim reflected on his action, he doesn't seem to have, because it took ages to get him to resign, and journalists were getting up in his face saying, you should resign, really. And he's going, why are you being so mean? This is my life. This is my future. And it's like, dude, you fucking demanded other people resign over really trivial things. Oh, yeah, but that was just playing politics. This is my life. And it's just like, you are such a piece of shit. Silk Road is the dark web. The dark web drug trading stuff. Well, it's not like I'm selling it publicly, Silk Road whiskey. Oh, God. Now, actually, I want to look up on the White Possum site. There was a phrase they used that I think means technically I'm breaking the law by doing this, and they're just leaving me to my own devices. So, okay, oak casks and new make spirit. Look, I'll bring the website up so you know what I'm looking at. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so this is the base thing. I have this little pop-up that says someone buys things like that. So the oak cask, which I decided to get because they knocked $20 off, and the new make spirit. So if we look at this, handmade oak casks suitable for aging your own spirits or cocktails fitted with tap. Explore the magic of spirit maturation, hand cut from sustainably harvested oak. Get a card, oak cask, what's included? Yeah, here it is. Storing spirits in casks is considered to be excise manufacture, and an excise manufacturer license is required for them. So they're selling you this stuff, and they're going, oh, you know what? Technically, under Australian tax law, if you just do this at home, you're breaking the law. But they're going to sell it to you anyway. Devious Chris, hello, how are you? Yeah, Silk Road did get closed down ages ago. That's true. 3 gins and tonics in. Yeah, no, it's pretty well. So it's kind of like I saw a website, a local company was selling stills, these little air stills in which you can distill things. And they made a big point of saying on their website, note, this product is only to be used for distilling water or making essential oils. And they all but went nudge, wink, say no more. Because they know almost anyone who gets this still is fucking around with making spirits. And they're just like, but we just say, no, don't do that. And then it's not our business what you do when you buy it. And the fucking white possum's going, oh, yeah, by the way, storing spirits in a barrel has implications under Australian tax law. Oh, yeah, they sell raw milk for... Or some say it's for washing your hair. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? Fucking kill your kids. Who cares, right? Yeah, it's just like doing clearly illegal shit, but thinking you have plausible deniability for it. Yes, voting libertarian, definitely. Yeah, I have to admit, I was tempted to get one of those stills because it could be kind of fun. The amount of experiments you could do with, ooh, what can I actually distill and what would it taste like? And I mean, besides getting weird and wacky, 2 of the obvious things that spring to mind is distilling beer, because then you would essentially be making the base for whiskey, or distilling wine, and then you would be making the base for brandy. But of course, you find people on YouTube, they do all manner of wacky experiments. Oh God, I've still got some of Archie Rose's Archimite distillate. They just made a distillate and there was Vegemite in the stuff that they were distilling. And it does actually taste slightly savory, the Archimite. Man, I love an old-fashioned. We're just, you know. There was a joke about libertarians, like, you know, a couple of famous libertarians. I don't know who you'd say, like, you know, Ayn Rand, Rand Paul, and, you know, I don't know, another libertarian walk into a bar and order a drink. They all die because there's no regulation and the alcohol was tainted. That absolutely absurd line libertarians say, like, oh, you don't need regulation because no one's going to sell you poison because they go out of business and they self-select. In regulated markets, we regularly get devious motherfuckers who substitute an unregulated thing for the real thing and fucking poison people. It happens all the time. Devious Chris reminds you of the town that tried to... Yes! Yeah, that is the story of the libertarian town is fascinating because they weren't paying taxes, so they had no city council, they had no civil services, no one was collecting garbage, and the town got like overrun by bears. Naked fella impressed reading the flyer. The Libertarian Party's extreme interest. Yes, again, actual true libertarian people who, as Sitcho saying, Redfoot, you're tapping out. Yeah, well, you said you were tired about half an hour ago. Sounds like you do need some rest. Yeah, these fucking freaks who call themselves libertarian and they're just right-wing moralistic pricks who don't want any laws to apply to them, but they want to police other people. They're just such assholes. True, and I know some actual true libertarians, in the States, and it's like they genuinely is like, no, I don't want the government to fuck with people's private lives. If a person is not hurting someone else, the government should back right the fuck off. But the overwhelming majority of people who go into politics calling themselves libertarian want to fuck with people that they disagree with, essentially. And, there's a bunch of reasons I can't tolerate them. One is they are completely disconnected from reality. But mainly it's because they're such fucking hypocrites. Laugh when they talk about immigration. It's like, yeah, if they're libertarians, the concept of a national border should be anathema to them. Craig Kelly, again, where he is typical of someone in politics who calls themselves a libertarian, in that he is a lying, self-absorbed sack of shit, and wants to aggressively control the lives of people he doesn't like. Yeah, Craig Kelly's a little bitch. He's extremely offensive, that guy. He's fucked. All right, I'm going to have some more of my batch cocktail with mineral water. Thank you, Safa, for not voting for Craig Kelly. That's a low bar to be an acceptable human. There we go. Well, this is just going to be lightly flavored mineral water. Oh, did you not actually know who Craig Kelly was? Oh, he's fucking garbage. He fucking sucks, that guy. He is filth. Feel like I can hear cars revving outside. Some local hooligans. Turn that around. Okay, what's this taste like when it's mostly mineral water? Still tastes good. Tastes better than when there's more of the cocktail in there. Craig Kelly would be a shit dictator because he's weak as piss. He's pathetic and spineless. I mean, Trump could be a dictator just because he is remorseless and cruel. Craig Kelly is what your mum always told you a bully was, actually weak and scared. Is it a tropical drink? It's fairly tropical. This is the batch cocktail I made. It's rum, pineapple amaro, Tangelo cello liqueur, sweet vermouth, and a jar of fig jam. And then that was all in a 1 liter jar for a week. And then I strained out the jam and put the resultant cocktail into one of my barrels for a week. And I just decanted it today. So from a certain perspective, it's a tropical drink. Yeah, I haven't put... I have some pineapple fronds in the freezer. Yeah, it is a lie that kids get told that bullies are cowards and will back down. Most bullies are actually violent pricks. Craig Kelly is the cowardly type. He is very much a bully if he perceives that he can get away with doing something with no repercussions, something evil and fucked, he will do it. And he will try to bully people, but Craig Kelly is the sort of weak as piss loser that the instant you stood up to him, he would melt. I am not convinced that's what the majority of bullies are. I kind of feel like you get bullies are actually violent thugs. You're talking in general. Yeah, we always get told bullies are actually cowards and scared. I'm not convinced that's true. I think a lot, if not most, bullies are actually real fucking violent and will follow through on their threats. That's not bad, but that's mostly mineral water. And there's a little bit of alcohol content in what I'm drinking there, but it's mostly mineral water. And I also think I made a good call when I got the blood orange and mango. I was thinking of all the mineral waters, what would go best with that cocktail. And I think I chose one. Okay. Frond, Fronds, the leaves off the top of a pineapple. I have a baguette ready for breakfast, definitely. Not sure what Craig's background is. Sweaty vibe of a car salesman who's not going to make his week's quota. Oh God, yeah, didn't the politicians get caught out? I was okay. You know what? In the last week or so, the supermarket shelves have been full of eggs, which is weirding me out because for months before they weren't, and then suddenly the egg section is full of eggs. And I made a point of looking because I remember seeing an article that said, "Oh, is $1 eggs, like a single egg costing $1? Is that going to be the new normal?" So there's obviously a huge spectrum of egg prices, from battery hens to free range and whatnot. But from what I saw, the price of eggs ranges from $5 to $10 for a dozen, depending on what you're getting. Your local's still low? Yeah, like literally last week they were still low, but this week I've been to the supermarket twice this week, and I was kind of tripped out that the egg section was full. I haven't seen the egg section full for 6 months. So you got I think that's kind of average. Like the nasty battery hen ones are $5 or $6. The organic ones are like $10. I think $8 is about average. Jesus, they haven't been $4.20 for 12 for ages. But I also think that's a kind of pointless gotcha. You know, when a politician can't, you don't want to buy the battery hen ones. That shit is fucked. Free range, I think $7 or $8 for a dozen is normal. I saw ones that were as high as $10 for a dozen. Yes, I imagine Dutton wants to know the chickens were mistreated. He only wants to buy eggs from suppliers that have the absolute worst conditions for the chickens. Albanese didn't know the price of milk. Well, that varies a lot. There was a period when it was about $1 a litre, because the supermarkets were kind of choking the milk suppliers. Now it's a bit more, like 2 litres is, depending where you go, it's like $2.50, $3. Yeah, ooh la la, fancy eggs for rich people. I mean, I go shopping all the fucking time, but if someone puts me on the spot and says, how much does that cost? Unless it's Pepsi Max, I don't know the fucking answer. It's like, yeah, no, I buy eggs, I buy bread, I buy milk. Off the top of my head, I don't. Oh, Pat wants to come on and say, sorry. And maybe someone else does too. I'm going to put the link out there. I'm going to put the link if anyone wants to join. feel free. But Pat's keen to say hi. And it is Friday night. I like to do it on Friday nights. That's pretty goddamn good. Yeah, no, we got to have some Pat in our lives, honestly. It's a whole thing. I wonder what's going to happen in the election tomorrow, because it's impossible to tell. Like, it might be a really decisive loss for the Liberals early. Like, they start counting at 6. I'm planning to go live at 8. The result might be in by 8, but it also might not be. It might be closer, and we might not have a good idea for hours. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, if I'm kind of ready to go and it's 7 o'clock and it looks like we're about to get a result, I might start the stream early. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've got to work out what will provoke me to do a shot. And I worked through a few. One was when Anthony Green calls that like LNP have lost. That's a shot. If Dutton loses his seat, that's a shot. I'm also kind of thinking just my local one, Goldstein. If the Liberal, Tim Wilson, smug fucking prick, if he fails in his attempt to get the seat back, that might be worth a shot. Oh, what's Mrs. Angry telling me? Mrs. Angry's having an early night. Okay. God, you want to watch Channel 7? God damn it. That kind of does sound like chaos. I'm not sure I can share it on stream or if I'll get pinged for content matching. I don't know. But I agree. The Channel 7 panel seems fucking wild. Yeah, it is a little bit, 15 minutes early for Mrs. Angry to go to bed. I also watch ABC, but Home for the Elderly makes a good point. Channel 7 is going to be, yes, if it's a humiliating loss for the LNP, Channel 7's panel is going to be feral as fuck. Oh, no. Oh, Michaela Cash. She is not a generous or magnanimous person. But speaking of generous and magnanimous, it's Pat.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Oh, good.
You're looking pretty happy. Rugged up. It's a bit cold tonight.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, we're getting some. We're edging into winter, aren't we? Some cold nights. That's okay. We're getting some. I don't know about where you are, but we're getting warm days. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw my sister today.
How is your sister?
My sister's a bit better. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Walk. Yeah.
All right, things are better with your sister. That's good. Yes, there is a movie called Pat. It's a Saturday Night Live movie. It was not very successful. Pat is an androgynous character, and the running joke on Saturday Night Live was no one could work out if Pat was male or female because, it's a neutral name, and Pat would just give people weird answers, so they were never sure if Pat was male or female. The movie did not do well, although I did recently see the Saturday Night Live performer who played Pat is now very pro-trans rights and saying, like, I wasn't trying to mock trans people. Dr. Abigail, hello.
It's Pat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you seen the It's Pat movie?
I have not. God, I don't think I could sit through the movie.
It's the ending is absolutely horrid.
Yeah, doesn't blame me.
The ending is just like worst case scenario for a movie like that.
I love Home for the Elderly. Yeah, I had a Laserdisc. Watched it once, and I thought, yeah, I'm selling this.
Yeah.
Madam Butterfly getting Friday started. Oh wow, the boss put you in charge, and I think you were talking about bringing drinks to work. That seems dangerous. Yeah, your makeup does look a bit goth tonight, actually.
Actually, I toned it down today. So yeah, I don't know what to say.
Oh, Pat
we lost Pat.
disappeared. Devious Chris, you're going to encourage some US right wingers to watch. But the fact is, even our right wingers in Australia would freak out right wing Americans, because our right wingers in Australia are kind of like the Democratic Party in the US. The fact that we have, like, Labor never fails to disappoint me, but they actually have, you know, some progressive policies and whatnot. And the fact that there's a solid chance of the Greens doing fairly well this election as well. Well, Pat's back.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Oh,
for
he's gone
a
again. Oh my
minority
God.
government.
Yeah, well, that's what's the. It could be anything. Like, I was always thinking, and I'd be completely on board with a Labor government. Them actually having to work with someone else. The dominant polls now are suggesting they will have a majority and quite possibly increase the majority, and that's going to be another shot on if they declare on election night that Labor has increased their majority. In other words, it's a complete humiliation for the LNP. That's going to be another shot. That's the whole thing.
Okay, you need to write all these down.
No, there's only there's potentially 4, which is too many shots.
Yeah,
but it's like
it's a lot of shots.
It's when if Anthony Green calls it and says the LNP has lost, that's a shot. If Peter Dutton loses his seat, that's a shot. If he calls that Labor have increased their majority, that's a shot.
That's a shot.
And I also think if it gets declared in my local seat that smug prick Tim Wilson has failed to win the seat back from the Teals, that will be a shot too.
Okay, if it's a Labor Greens minority government, that's got to be a shot too.
Not really, because that's a likely outcome.
I thought you said that they predicted a likely outcome is
well, they keep
Labor
changing their
minority.
mind. If God, no! If the Libs win, which honestly, we've all got to embrace the fact
plastered.
It's a possibility. It's a horrible, horrible possibility.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. What's the best Saturday Night Live movie? Wow, you like Coneheads.
Oh.
I thought Coneheads kind of sucked. I would go Wayne's
Blues
World.
Brothers.
Blues Brothers second.
Blues Brothers first, Wayne's World second.
Yeah, I think 90% of people, that's going to be their 1-2. In one order or the other, Wayne's World, Blues Brothers. But
yeah,
God, you're missing things.
I haven't seen Night at the Roxbury.
I've only watched bits of it. It's no, it's not great. Okay, Home for the Elderly. He was too drunk to remember. He said, "No, wait, Blues Brothers is my favorite." Is there a Lib running in your seat, Dr. Abigail?
There is, but no one is deluding themselves.
No, no one's going to vote for them.
Yeah. It amazes me that Tim Smith is deluded enough to think
that's
He
fantastic.
has any chance against Adam Band.
He's just not in touch with reality. It's amazing.
No, not even slightly.
Oh, I love this. Home for the Elderly not coming on cam yet. So Home for the Elderly thinks he's too drunk to come on cam, but if he has another drink or two, he might decide that he's just drunk enough. Oh, wait, is Pat coming? Oh, Pat's trying to come
Yep.
back.
Oh yeah.
You're on the phone now.
Yeah, my Xbox. You bad boy again.
Your Xbox crashed on you.
Yeah, bad.
Stuart, okay. I'm trying to think. Are there any other Saturday Night Live movies? I don't know Saturday Night Live well enough.
Oh,
Right.
there's a bunch, but they're all crap.
You know what? We're on the internet. I'm now going
What? We have the internet?
Saturday
Yeah, but
Night
mine's better.
Live movies. Let's get a list of Saturday Night Live. Wikipedia has a list of Saturday Night Live feature films.
Of course
Okay.
it does.
Of course it does. Okay, let's have a look at what they are. Let's see if we can get any surprises here. Okay, so Blues Brothers was the first one, apparently. And really, they didn't do another one till Wayne's World? They did their first movie in 1980.
I saw that.
And then they didn't do another one till 92. Good Lord. Then Coneheads, Wayne's World 2, It's Pat, Stuart Satie's Family, Blues Brothers 2000, Night at the Roxbury, Superstar, Ladies, MacGruber. I've seen bits of MacGruber, and it's kind of funny. Will Forte is quite funny. All right, so they haven't done that many movies. Yeah, Superstar is an SNL movie. And that's what I was thinking. Because there's a Lonely Island movie, which I guess technically is
There's
not
a couple,
SNL movie.
actually.
Yeah, Never Stop Stopping.
Well, that's Superstar. Never Stop Stopping.
Is it? Is that Superstar?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's its tagline.
Oh,
Never
I thought the movie was actually called Never Stop. But again, Andy Samberg, he is very funny in that. Okay,
He's
I
awesome, yeah.
might lean towards that being my favorite Saturday Night Live movie then.
I haven't actually watched it.
Yeah, no, okay, no. Okay, I think Home for the Elderly is saying that's a different movie. The Andy Samberg
Oh, that's
one called
Popstar. Yeah.
which is not a Saturday Night
No,
Live
no,
one.
no. He's on.
Oh, and Superstar is the BMX riding. Oh, sorry, the motocross riding Daredevil movie, isn't it?
Saw that.
Was that there's an Andy Samberg one called what's it called? It's not Superstar. Never Stopping. I'm trying to think what my favorite thing. It was generally a very funny one, but there's one where Andy Samberg's character works with Pink to do a Pride song, and Pink's like, "This is awesome," and he's just doing all these gimmicks where he just keeps overemphasizing, "But I'm not gay." and Pink is just going, "Why do you keep saying that?" And he's going, "Oh, no reason. You know, I'm very supportive, and I'm I'm an ally, but I'm definitely not gay." He's just like doing this really hyper paranoid. Oh, but I'm not gay.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Hot Rod. That's right. That was the stunt one that
Hot Rod.
Andy
Yeah.
Samberg was in. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad take, Naked Fella. Any Will Ferrell movie, we'll just call an SNL movie.
Yeah.
That's not a bad take.
That's fair.
Yeah,
It's not a controversial take.
the song on Popstar, not gay. These are some of the lyrics. It ain't right. I'm not gay. But if I was, I'd want equal rights. I'm not gay. But if I was, I would marry who I... There's the whole thing with Pink just getting progressively more confused by him. It's just like...
Yeah, that's got weird.
Oh, and speaking of queer icons, I did post this on the Discord, but it's a sad one for Gen Xers. I just saw an article today. Jill Sabul, who got famous for the song "I Kissed a Girl," apparently died in a house fire, which is she was in her
Oh.
60s.
No way.
No, that was
Oh.
like, damn.
Hey,
Damn.
Yeah,
Who's
died in
that?
a house fire apparently.
oh,
God damn
fuck.
it.
Yeah. And she would actually
Ah.
talk to me on Twitter because at one point, I did think as the popular consensus with Gen X back in the day was that she wasn't queer, and it was like, like queer baiting stuff. And I said
Yep.
something about that on Twitter at one point because someone brought it up. It's going, oh, yeah, everyone said like, they were kind of annoyed because she wasn't actually queer. And Jill Sabul actually replied to me, go, how do you know I'm not queer? And I'm like, okay, legit, I am being called out. That was on an assumption because of Gotham. I have nothing to go on. And she very lightheartedly went like, you should come to America and run as a Republican. That's kind of how they do things. And I was like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
but she was obviously had alerts for
Oh,
her
man.
name being on Twitter. This was 10 years ago.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and she just went like, why are you saying that? And I went, not for a good reason, honestly. And and she just went,
Yeah.
yeah. And I went, yeah, I'm called out. I'll
Mm.
pop to it. I was just talking smack with no evidence at all because that was
Yeah,
the
wow.
vibe back in the 90s. And she's like, yeah, okay. And she was kind of pleased that I just copped to it and went, yeah, I've got nothing, honestly. About the last thing I expected was for Jill Sabul to actually come in and say,
Yeah.
what are you talking
So,
about?
so the vibe that she gave was that she is queer?
No, she specifically categorically
No.
said she is
Okay.
bisexual.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. But this whole thing. Bread apologist. It is a federal election in Australia. And you could run for Supreme Chancellor of Earth. I mean, I think there's a few people who want to, or think they are.
Look at that.
Safa, she was very good natured because she had every right to say, hey, shut the fuck up, dickhead. You don't know what you're talking about. She just put me on the spot and said, what's your
Yeah.
basis for saying that? And I went, honestly,
Yeah.
just the shit people were talking in the 90s. And if you're calling me out for talking shit, fair cop. I've got nothing. And
Yeah. Thank you, random man.
yeah, absolutely. But I think she was actually quite pleased that I just went, oh yeah, no, fair cop, you got me. I'm a clueless dick talking shit based on gossip from the 90s. I got nothing. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
she was actually very good natured. So I was more than a little sad when I saw the thing. It was like on ABC,
Yeah.
like Jill Sabul died, and I looked up and go, she died in a house fire. Well, that's fucked.
It's pretty fucked.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna get
an
on.
awful way to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get on a T-shirt. Home for the elderly.
Today?
White female hero. Yeah, I read it today. I think it might have happened a day or two ago in the US, but yeah, yeah. But
No, I don't know.
and now there's all these.
My weekend.
What are you doing on the weekend?
My weekend. No, my weekend. Get a new girlfriend. Yeah.
Your worker has a new girlfriend. Do they tell you all about it?
Yeah. So my weekend said me get a 3 girls. Get a out to the tea. Hear that?
Your worker has 3 girls? My God.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
I don't understand a word you're saying.
That's okay. So, Bread apologist. World Wars, Australia lifted into space, used orbital particle beams to destroy. Yeah, that sounds real. Mind you, I've got
Yeah.
to play the last Zelda game on the Switch at some point. Mrs. Angry always plays the games in our house, and you get to build weird shit, and you're kind of only limited by your imagination. I saw a video on YouTube where someone was jokingly calling the thing they created an orbital laser cannon, because you can make all these things that fly, and then you can make things that like focus sunlight and will do a beam like a laser beam. And when this guy, he's built this weird thing that flies and has a focusing thing that will fire a laser beam, and they're down on the ground as Link fighting away, and meanwhile their orbital laser cannon is flying overhead, just fucking blasting the boss, and the boss lasts about 5 seconds. It's just like someone just got really creative with the stuff they built in it. The whole thing. Damn.
Nice.
Is Switch 2, I mean, probably not rushing to get a Switch 2, but maybe eventually, who knows? But, oh God, Safa, do you buy consoles on release day? I don't buy consoles until a year or two after they've come out. They don't do it. Yeah, hopefully they'll do the same deal, wait a year or more for the prices to come down a bit. So we're definitely not going to rush to get a Switch 2. Like I always said, like PlayStation 5, maybe when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, which probably won't work on a PlayStation 4.
You broke head again.
Your dad is a Grand Theft Auto player?
No, my dad said you're bald head. You're not here.
I know.
Not here.
Your dad enjoys making fun of my oversized head and the fact that I don't have a 4 head. I have a 5 head or a 6 head.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
my dad said that.
Your dad's cool. He can get away with it. That's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like we've got a PlayStation 4, and I mean, would that come out 5 or 6 years ago? I don't even know. And
yeah, they're gonna they will pair up the release of the PS5 with GTA 6.
I thought they'd already see. I don't know shit. I thought they'd already released it. Oh yes, fine.
Well, whatever the PS6 or whatever it is,
PS6.
5 or 6.
Let's have a look.
They'll come at the same time. They will delay one or the other so that they come out at the same time, because GTA 6 is a license to print money. So many. Thank you, Safa. I didn't know which one was which. So the PS6 is just a console. I mean, everyone wants it. Everyone will want to buy it, but GTA 6, everyone's been waiting for that, and I reckon the PS6 is ready to go, and they're just waiting for GTA 6.
Okay,
that's my hot take.
I just did a very quick search, and that makes sense to me. The PS5 came out in 2020. I didn't know it came out that long ago. Yeah, I've only got a PS4. But the predicted date for the PS6 is not till 2028 or later. And
oh, really?
Yeah. And the predicted release date for GTA 6 is December this year.
Well, there you go. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have my fingers on the pulse of the PlayStation world.
Maybe not. And again, these both those dates are conjecture anyway. But I was super surprised when I looked up. Time flies. It's really weird.
Time travels at the same speed at sea level.
That is true.
On Earth.
Me as a human,
it's our perception of time.
Yes. Me as a human has difficulty maintaining a consistent perception of the passage of time. which
Yeah,
is
no,
ridiculous
fair.
because it's passed at the same rate my whole life. Yet I am very easily confused when certain epochal moments, like the PlayStation 5 came out in November 2020. I'm like, I'm sorry, 4.5 years ago.
You know the hit song by the Killers, what's it called? Fuck. Hang on, I got it written down because I sent this to
All right,
someone.
you still there?
Mr. Brightside.
Yes.
You know that Mr. Brightside? That was 22 years ago.
Yeah, that was like fucking ages ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 22. But that's older than my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you still there?
I got a, Jake, my emotional support duck.
Yes.
I got a picture of Jake with Adam Bant.
Nice.
I'll post it on the Discord for you. It's a great photo.
Sounds good. But even like the thing that jars me at the moment, COVID definitely absolutely fucked my ability to remember when things happened. Because occasionally I go, okay, that was pre-COVID. Fuck me. COVID's been around for 5 years. Oh my God. How long ago did that thing happen? Because it was a pre-COVID thing.
For real.
But it's just damn. So
a while ago, I was in the Greens office and I sneakily got a photo of Jake on Adam's desk while he wasn't in, and posted it on Jake's Instagram account.
Yeah.
Just saying, as Jake, just saying, haha, I'm in Adam's office just taking a stroll around. And so the other day I caught up with Adam and asked if he would take a photo with Jake looking sternly at him. And this is the photo I got. And it's awesome. Adam actually delivered. So it's on the Discord.
Nice. I'm just randomly trying to see. This is PS4 5. How much does a PS5 sell for these days? No, why? What the fuck? Okay, not games.
What's
I want to know.
going on?
I'm just randomly trying to work out how much different people are selling PS5 consoles for these days.
Oh, okay. Did you see the photo?
Hang on.
I'm on a first name basis with Adam Bant because I've worked with him and on his campaigns for so freaking long that we just know each other. I've helped him get elected so many times.
Sorry, I am just going to put the picture on screen. Adam Bant looking sternly at Jake the Drake.
Yeah.
That's great.
Out the front of my house.
Yeah, I thought I recognized the tree. Yeah, there we go. Damn. Nice. Nicely done.
He was really cool about it too.
Oh, wait, you still there?
Wow, PS5 Pros are over $1,000. Jesus fucking Christ. What the actual fuck?
Man.
PlayStation Slim Digital is $750. Fuck me. That is outrageous. Oh, God damn it. Keep close. Oh, wow. Okay, but that's a benchmark. What do you got there? Double what?
It looks like some porn movie.
It really, when I can't see the thing. It's old westerns, El Dorado and The Man from Utah, which legit, again, The Man from Utah sounds like a porn title. But
that's my dad's.
your dad's westerns.
Yeah.
Home for the Elderly knows them. El Dorado and The Man from Utah.
El Dorado.
Devious Chris. Yeah, I play mostly on the PC, honestly. But
no, Safa, I'm not head organizer. That is a position called campaign manager, and that role is taken by someone else.
Yeah.
And that's a paid position. That's a staffer.
That's a job.
Yeah, I'm just a volunteer. It's a whole thing.
All right. So I'm just kind of thinking, because, I want to keep gas in the tank, as they say, because tomorrow night might be a big night.
No problem, sir.
So I'm thinking of
I am coming over for election coverage.
Hell yes.
As is tradition, yes?
Yes, definitely.
My laptop doesn't quite work. The screen doesn't work. So normally I sit in the background and do election analysis.
Yeah.
But I'll have to think of something else. Maybe I'll bring another monitor.
Yeah. Well, Mrs. Angry will be watching probably the ABC out in the lounge room. You can go there for updates, but we'll work something out.
Yeah, we'll work something out. Yeah.
Safa, it's definitely time to eat the cherry. So
early night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I am feeling a bit tired because I'm trying to do a few things tomorrow.
Yep.
Vote, have a lunch meeting, and then do a stream. I think I need to be really conservative tonight. Harry, you hang out. I know you probably expect me to be here for a few more hours, but it's the federal election here tomorrow, and I want to make a big night of that. So I need to conserve my energy for the number of things I want to do tomorrow.
Because Angry is old and needs to do stuff like
I am old as
man.
fuck. I am just like...
He's not ancient. He's not ancient.
But I'm old.
He's old. He's past what what you humans would call the halfway mark.
Oh, fuck yeah. Unless I'm some sort of miracle thing, because I'd be... If I'm not past the halfway mark, I'd be setting some records.
I'm almost at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
For members of my heritage.
Yeah. It's
and he's past his bedtime.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime, yeah. Yeah. It's all fucked. No, also in all seriousness, also since the last time I had COVID, I am very prone to tiredness. Not like, because you read stories about people who have long COVID and it absolutely fucks them and they can't do anything and it lasts for months or years. But I have a distinct thing where I will just randomly get this wave of tiredness, and it's not sleepy tiredness.
Yeah, okay.
It's like I'm exhausted tiredness.
Well, and it could be just exhaustion.
Yeah. Except prior to the last time I had COVID, I did not get this.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like very chronic fatigue-y.
Yeah,
it could be a symptom of COVID.
Exactly. It could be. But compared to people I know who have chronic fatigue and stories I've read of how severe long COVID can be for people, this is at the extremely mild end of the spectrum. But I definitely did not get this like I get it now before my last bout of COVID. And there's no way it's unrelated.
Sure.
No. But anyway,
fair enough.
But I'm just going to keep some fuel in the tank, like I said, because I'm trying to do a few things tomorrow, not just the live stream. It involves being out and about and using up a bit of energy. So
cool.
I'm
because there's stuff on tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, lunch.
and
voting,
and
lunch, and then the live stream.
and election coverage. Yep.
Yeah. So
Cool.
tomorrow night should be a mad party. I am very hopeful that it becomes a joyous celebration. I have massive trepidation about counting chickens before they hatch and all that sort of thing. But
look,
I'm
hope for the best,
hopeful.
plan for the worst.
Yeah, I'm kind of hopeful my best dreams will come true, and I'll just be like slamming shots because it's just like, ha ha, look what just happened to the LNP there, ha ha.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But at the very least, gonna hang, have fun. We'll see what's what. I'm being super conservative tonight. And if you're around tomorrow for the big night, see you then. But I'll say bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked up!